Okay, we're going to do a quick review of percent of a number. So if you look at 22E, number 12, we're going to do 13% of 61. So the first thing I need to ask you is what operation does of mean in math? It means to multiply. So we're going to do 13% times 61. But you cannot do calculations with a percent when it's in percent format. So you have to change it to a decimal format. So as a reminder, 13% is 13 out of 100. If you have only a 13% on a test, you have 13% out of 100%. So out of, that means divide. 13 divided by 100 equals 0.13. If you don't believe me, you can do it in your calculator. But when you divide by 100, here is where your decimal is for 13%. When you divide by 100, it moves your decimal place to the left. Dividing moves it to the left to make the number smaller. And when you divide by 100, 2 zeros, moves your decimal place 2 times. And it goes to the left. So 13% in decimal format is 0.13 and then times 61. I go to parentheses now just to not confuse with the multiplication sign. So, and at this point, I have told you can use your calculator. So you can use your calculator to do 0.13 times 61. And that comes out to 7.93. And that is your answer. So, in other words, if you had 61 cookies and you only want to take 13% of them, 13% of 61 cookies would just be 7.93 of the cookies. Okay, let's look at 22E, number 13. 6% of 2.45. Again, of means multiply. 6%, that has to be changed into a decimal. When you change a percentage into a decimal, you are dividing by 100, which means it moves your decimal place 2 times to the left. So be careful when you have a single digit percentage. That would be, you had to put a 0 as a placeholder. That would be 0.06. Then times 2.45. Now you can multiply those in your calculator. 0.06 times 2.45. That would be 0.147. And to say that does your answer make sense, if you're going to take 6% of this decimal, you're only taking 6% of 2.45, your number should be smaller than 2.45. Alright, go to 22F, number 14. 11% of 0.67. Of means multiply. Change your percentage into a decimal format. Here's the decimal after the number. You're doing 11 divided by 100, which means it moves your decimal place 2 to the left. So that's your new decimal place. So then that would be 0.11 or 0.11 times 0.67. And that comes out to 0.0737.